Everyone, my name is Steve Niels, and I'm the proud father of our beautiful Sarah. You could not be a more beautiful bride today, honey. On behalf of Bruce and Jenny and my wonderful wife, Julie, we'd like to thank all of you for joining us in this special day today of Sarah and Dane's wedding celebration. We know that many of you have traveled from long distances and some of you from short distances, but we're grateful. Every one of you that are in this room mean a lot to Sarah and Dane. That's why you're here tonight, so thank you. Thank you to everyone also that helped us yesterday, girls and men. It was awesome. We couldn't have pulled this off without all of you up here, so round of applause for you guys. I would also like to thank Beth and her staff and for this beautiful venue and helping take care of everything, all the details to make this a dream-fulfilling wedding for Dane and Sarah. And Tim, where are you? Over there. Hey, all right. How about a round of applause for our son-in-law, Tim? He did a remarkable job today with officiating the ceremony. Yep. So what a great memory it'll be for you and Sarah and Dane for the rest of your days when you look back on this. And as we gather as a family for Christmas dinners, I think you're going to pull out the wedding card for getting out of dishes. And you never know, Tim. You might have a supplemental career for your already successful financial advisory role you got going on. And finally, I would like to thank my loving wife, Julie, for working alongside. We got this. For working alongside Sarah to help bring this vision to reality. But more importantly, thank you for raising up our beautiful daughter. I apologize for having to read this speech, but there's a pretty good chance if I didn't do this, I would lose my train of thought and sit here in awkward silence. So here goes. Sarah, my little girl with an enormous personality, you are strong, creative, funny, soft-hearted, and you have the perseverance of your Grandpa Niels. You were made for organizing and taking care of details like today. It's so great to watch you and Dane work together over the past year to be such a force and to do it with love and respect for each other. I think the one thing that stands out with the people that know and love you, Sarah, is that when you love someone or something, you're all in. You're very passionate, you're loyal when you love. It doesn't matter whether it's family, friends, dogs, or even that yellow blanket you carried with you all the way up until college. We all know how deeply you're committed to relationships, and today you've committed to your marriage with Dane. I know that it'll be a marriage with a lot of love, and it'll be so great to watch you and Dane flourish and thrive as you walk together with this journey that God has planned for you. As life will move forward with new adventures, I will hold tight to the treasure of your childhood years and a time we were blessed to share with you. I'm grateful for our years of homeschooling, with having a front row seat with you to watch you grow from the little girl that wore everything pink to this beautiful, talented young woman. From our camping trips at Solberg Lake to our trip around the United States, you were always up for adventure and brought so much fun into our family. You've grown up strong with having to hold your own with 4 brothers and an older sister. As it goes with siblings, there have been disagreements, but without question, you have an unbreakable bond, and there's always a lot of laughter and joy when you guys are together. Except for maybe the Monopoly games. That's another story for a different day, but I will say it's not a game for the weak at heart. I cherish these memories and now look forward to the time ahead with Dane added to our family. That brings me to Dane. I will never forget the night of your first date. I met Sarah on the way in the house as I was arriving home from work that evening. I got a, "Hi, Dad, I'm going out on a date tonight." She was kind of floating while she was walking. She had this big smile on her face like Sarah gets, and her eyes were even sparkling. And I'm thinking, this was not on the radar of things that I was going to do tonight. It took me a few seconds, but I finally questioned Sarah as to who she was going out with on this date. Then I got the reply, "I'm going out with Dane Vance." So now I began shifting gears and try and catch up with what's going on here. Dane Vance. So my first thought was, is that the kid that pool jumped us late one night and then texted John to bring him and his two counterpart munchies out at the pool while they made themselves at home out there? Or maybe he was the one that did the professional TPing that we caught dressing our house up with rolls of Charmin one Friday night. I guess it's lucky for you, Dane, before I could get these questions processed through my head, my Sarah was out the door, and I guess as they say, the rest is history. But seriously, I've known Dane since he was in 6th grade playing Thunder football as he was a couple years younger than our son Ryan. I had known him a long time and knew him as a great young man. Everything that I had seen of him was positive, which gave me great peace that he was going out with Sarah on the first date. I also thought that anyone that could make Sarah smile like that with just saying his name had to be a great young man. As time would tell, both Sarah and I were right with our early impressions. Congratulations, Dane. You've now made it 2 in a row for the great son-in-laws. It has been great getting to know Dane over the past 5 years. He's a patient guy. He's so kind to Sarah. He fits in with all the energy in our family. But most importantly, back me up with this, Niels boys, he gives us an even number for the wiffle ball games. Julie and I could not be more grateful to have you join in our family. You are an answer to many years of prayers. With that said, and before we pray to give God all the glory for bringing you two together, I would like to leave you with a few nuggets of advice for your marriage. Number 1, keep the Lord first and each other second in your lives. Only God can supply all your needs. Number 2, pray together every day. Number 3, forgive quickly and completely. And number 4, and I've got a prop for this. Love each other like a yellow blanket. You know I had to do it. Please raise your glass with a toast to the marriage of Sarah and Dane. Sarah's been my little girl for 22 years, and today I hand her over to Dane. I know he will love her and cherish her every bit as much as I do. A toast to a joyful, healthy life full of endless love, laughter, and a house full of little feet. Cheers.